dropping, and we are slowly creeping towards winter time, and the holidays are fast approaching us. And once Thanksgiving is over, Christmas events go into full swing, like the Santa House in Arbutus.
You know, right now the community is working to get the house ready after the building was vandalized once last month and the second time last week. WMAR 2 News' Aaron McPherson went out there tonight. So, Aaron, how's the community responding to all this? It's pretty awful.
Well, as you can imagine, people are clearly frustrated that someone would damage a place they love so much. Now, here on the town Facebook page, one person writes, "Why ruin something meant to make children happy?" Others talk about the fun times they've had at the Santa House, and others go into saying, how can we make donations to the Santa House? Now, Christmas may not be yet, but the Christmas spirit is very much alive in this town. A small building in the little town of Arbutus, the Santa House, filled with joy. Something that Mark Nettleship is working to restore after it was vandalized twice.
This window here, the frame of the window was busted up to here. Same way on this window here, the windows were open.
An upsetting sight for someone who's been bringing happiness to families in the neighborhood for decades.
Come on in.
He showed us some of the damage they're working to repair, like these holes patched.
That's from objects being thrown, just nicking the wall.
Names written on the walls and tons of decorations destroyed. Most of it was cleaned up as soon as it was discovered.
Like we have a couple of reeves like this. We have some smaller ones there, but we had some bigger ones that hung up outside. They were all smashed, crushed on the floor, broken in half. We had some lighted reindeer that we put out there. We had 4 of them in here. They're about $100, $150 a piece. They were all completely smashed. The heads were ripped off of them. All the bulbs were broken. Just total vandalism. And I don't understand why.
A devastating site that's getting repaired thanks to the support from this community. They already have some of the decorations replaced. They also plan to paint and add cameras.
It's a shame. It breaks my heart to know that I grew up here in this neighborhood. And now we're in these times where we have to have security to protect the Santa House.
A beloved place that's been here for 30 years. It's free for everyone and runs entirely on donations. And despite the damage and extra work, Nettleship says they'll be ready for their grand opening November 30th.
This tradition will continue.
Nettleship tells me they were lucky the damage wasn't worse. They had laptops, printers, and computers inside the Santa House, plus Santa suits worth $4 grand that weren't touched. Now, if you'd like to help the Santa House this year, head over to our website, wmar2news.com.
All right, thanks, Lottie.